I'm gonna leave. Nice office.
Coffee breath.
So do I. I'm gross.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll see you soon.
Very safe, please.
Okay.
I feel like you're leaving on vacation. Like you're just going.
I'm always leaving on vacation.
You're gonna be here.
Life is a vacation.
Have fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We are back on the road. Finished up uploading my video, and now I'm actually headed over to...
Caution, red light camera ahead.
I also installed my radar detector again, so it's probably gonna bother the absolute shit out of me. But we are on our way to Chase Chewning's house. Believe it or not, he is making me drive an hour and a half to his house. He is making me drive an hour and a half. He is making me drive an hour and a half to his house to help him film some behind the scenes. Now, he didn't make me do anything. I told him I would do it for him, and that's what we're doing. He's got an interview with Rob Riches, which is so interesting because I used to watch Rob like back when I first started lifting, and I'd watch his workout videos and be super inspired by him. So it's kind of funny. So that'll be pretty cool. It's going to be at Chase's house, like I said. And I'm getting there a little bit early because Chase and I are going to talk about some stuff. And I'm going to be on his podcast. So that'll be cool. It's the second time I'll be on his podcast. I was on... the first time I was on his podcast, it was very, very early in my career. And, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. But I could provide a little bit more value these days. And just because of the last 2 years of what's been going on, so I feel like I'll be able to talk a little bit more on some things and be able to help out. And I think we're really just gonna shoot the shit, honestly. So I'm just gonna sit back and drive for the next hour and a half and enjoy this Los Angeles day. It's beautiful. It's LA. All right, well, we made it here, and now there's a code. The question is, did I remember correctly?
Hello?
Is this Chase?
Yeah, what's up, Michigan?
You're looking more Wolverine-like.
That's actually the greatest compliment anyone could ever give me. With all my heart, that's all I ever want to be in life. Yeah, Zach almost bailed on me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. We're gonna be doing a little bit of hodgepodge madness. I'm gonna be filming a standalone interview with a special guest you're gonna meet in a minute, but we have an even more special guest here to capture some behind the scenes. This guy.
Little old me.
Let's get that zoom action in there. That
get
lovely,
up in there.
that wide angle zoom. So old Zachy Poo here drove his sweet self all the way down from LA down to Laguna. He's helping me capture some extra sick angles and behind the scenes shit for this interview for the podcast. So this is actually my first ever in-house interview here in California.
All right. We're in the famous Chase Chewning Kingdom, and he is mentally prepping. I don't know if you can see him in the background, but he's mentally prepping for the Rob Riches interview.
That's how I prepare every time. I think I started.
Oh, God. We got a dope little setup. He's got the Zoom H6, which is really, really nice. And we just filmed actually a coffee chat.
Coffee talk.
Coffee talk. We did a coffee talk with just me and him. And it was fun being on the podcast again. Hopefully I didn't sound like too much of an idiot. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't film it though. I forgot. That was the one. I knew I wanted to film that, and I knew I was gonna forget. And of course,
We should do another one.
I forget. Yeah, we'll just do another one. It's all good. What do you got here? A little 70D action?
Yeah. So this is actually a Bear original.
Oh, a Nick Bear original.
This is
Yes.
This is Nick's old camera.
Hell yeah. Does it have any Nick residue on there?
No, I wiped all that off and used that for other purposes. But, fun fact: this lens though, I had to get a new lens because they're filming Wonder Woman 2 when we were still living in DC.
Yeah.
And I was scootering around the city, going to all the film spots, like stalking her online. And I got really excited, hopped off the Bird, and my camera ate shit. And the lens,
Nick's camera ate shit.
Yeah. Nick, the camera's fine. Okay, the camera's fine, but the lens, I had to buy a new lens. So lesson learned. But
cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna film. Zach's gonna get some behind the scenes shots.
Yep.
I'm gonna film the interview here, just stationary. And,
Yep.
Yeah, podcast video coming soon. I think he's actually doing a Facebook live stream on it too.
Cool. Check out his live stream. Guys, go over to Rob Rich's. Go over to Everforward Radio. Check out the podcast of me and Rob. It's going to be dope.
Long Beach was in production today, and then the girl that we had booked was rescheduled for tomorrow, so it's like, I don't want to change it.
All right.
And how are you?
Okay.
Rob, Zach.
Rob, Zach?
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Absolutely. Make yourself at home.
Cool, thank you.
Let's get set up. We've been kind of talking, getting to know each other a little bit more. And like the fact that you're here, I'm having a conversation with you is personally, it's awesome for me, man. So
That's good to hear.
I love what you've done, what you're doing, and what I know you still have left to share with the world, man. So welcome.
Thank you. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about as well, is especially relating to guys, because there's so many things in the media now that are women orientated, and quite rightly so. But I feel men, and this is mainly perhaps the fitness type industry,
Which I know we're going to dive into. I mean, because someone like yourself who really was at the forefront of this whole fitness thing, certainly when you start working out, putting yourself on camera, creating content and social media and the internet, I mean, I'm sure you have a phenomenal story to share, what you have seen on the side of that, and where you think it is now, and what we were talking about before, where we think it's going, if it is even going anywhere. I don't even know where to begin. The fact that I am sitting in my home, my beautiful new home in California, a dream that my wife and I have been working towards for many years, and then to be on the other side of the table of a man that not only is a pioneer in my field, but someone who braved the internet, braved the social media to put himself and his content and his passion out there so that the world could see it. Rob Riches, thank you again so much for your time. Zach Kravitz, thank you so much again for your time and your vision and your skill, man. This video would not be possible without you. Rob and I talked about a lot of things here. He certainly is someone that has a lot of experience in general fitness, but also the competitive side, competing in multiple shows, bodybuilding, physique, and then growing with the internet, introducing a wave of information to people all over the world years and years and years ago. Rob is someone that I remember watching for the first time when I sat down and discovered YouTube fitness. Whenever I wanted to know how to do anything, it was either him, Scott Herman, Scooby, Elliot Hulse, and a few other people. Some are still here, some maybe just no longer appeal to me, but Rob is someone that resurfaced here in LA. Shout out to our mutual friend Brian DaCosta that made this connection possible. But if you really want to get the meat of what Rob is talking about here, truly a much deeper man than I expected, some things rather that came up about his experience personally, professionally, I encourage you all to check out the podcast episode. The video and the podcast will be going live at the same time. This will be Monday, October 22nd, 2018. I will be releasing probably the full-length video of the interview on either my YouTube channel or maybe over on Facebook, but Rob did record, he actually did a live stream for his Facebook channel, Rob Riches Fitness, that I will link down in the show notes below, as well as the podcast, Everforward Radio, and Zach Kravitz's channel. If you're interested in working with Zach, you can find his contact information on his page as well, or just simply enjoy his beautiful content. World-class traveler, world-class vlogger, and storyteller. Rob, Zach, Thank you both again for your time. I encourage you all listening and watching this right now to head over to the podcast and listen to the full, in-depth interview.
We're going to do cardio up here. I want to show you something. Come on. So it's
there. You're in it.
Yeah, within that space.
So certainly right now, it's all about just feeling good, looking good. More importantly, knowing that what I'm doing right now is going to have longevity. And what I'm creating, and not just in, you know, my job or, you know, social media, but like in myself. You know, what I'm creating in my body, my inner self, my outer self is going to be there. It's going to be reliable. It's going to show up every damn day and be the workhorse that I need it to be.
That's kind of what YouTube is. I want to package it up so well, not necessarily just, well, I hope the views come in and they're like 1 million views. That's kind of a byproduct. That's nice if a lot of people find it interesting. But more importantly, it's I want to package each video the best that I can, put it out there, and when people are watching it, whether it's on their phone or now on their TV, it's the kind of information that they'll go, oh, I didn't know that, or I hadn't looked at it that way.
Our life's message, the brand, the meaning, the belief system that we have. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to you to live a life ever forward? How does Rob Bridges live a life ever forward?
You're asking all the questions that I didn't have a preconceived answer, which is good. So I'll phrase it like this. It's now, hey, look, what can we both bring to the table? That's a big part of the evolution, I think, of the industry. And that kind of comes back to the ever forward. It's continuing to advance what we do, how we do it, why we do it, and the ways in which we do it.
Beautiful, man. Rob, it's been a pleasure connecting with you, man.
Likewise, yeah.
I can't wait to meet up with you again here for good. So I'm sure we'll cross paths again soon, man.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure.
We're going to have all your information listed down in the show notes below,
Okay.
Video content and everything. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, let's wrap this guy up.